Yeah, Trey. Yeah, like, swear to God, let go. I left the hood like, nigga, I'll be right back.
Peace and love. First off, I just want to start this off by saying thank you to everyone who showed love and support during these last couple of weeks. Been kind of hard, you know what I mean? Rebounding, from that car accident. Me and my brother Skrill, shout out to my brother Skrill. One of the realest dudes I know, man. So, the people that was out there sending us that positive energy, sending us that real love, we definitely felt it. And it was definitely, it was much needed, you know what I mean? That the love helps heal better than anything. So, for all the emails, all the comments, all the messages, we definitely greatly appreciate it. And it has helped tremendously. People don't believe in energy, but it's real, you know what I mean? When people sending out positivity, I believe positivity heals wounds. So, we healing off of some real strong positive energy right now. So, big ups to everybody who, definitely was truly concerned and gave a fuck on a real level. So, much love. The second thing I want to say was we just had extremely big turnout in Flint for our Black Friday, Give Black to the Community in Flint. We dead serious about changing the narrative on this Black Friday, taking back the black in a whole day, you know what I mean? So we want to turn this day into something to where instead of us going out spending money, just loosely, let's go out to the community and give back to our people in a way that it resonates with the youth so that they can understand, look, on this day, on Black Friday, this is the day that we go out and give back. Not a day that we go out and give all of our power, by spending our dollar. You know what I mean? And shout out to the people that do still do it, but spend with black people. That's the thing. Like, you just absolutely gotta shop in this tradition of you. That's our problem. We always think that like our way is the best way. You know what I mean? I don't knock nobody for doing nothing, but if you're gonna do something, make it make sense. So being able to go out and spend your money with your people, that's good. But in terms of the whole psyche of the day, let's change that. We need to really, really put more emphasis and more focus on doing whatever it takes for us to heal ourselves. And the only way that we're going to truly heal ourselves is if we go out and get involved with the people. We got to go to the people and get involved with the people. So, for us to kick that off this year in Flint, being that they need the help so bad in Flint, it's just like, it's just really some bullshit. We got motherfuckers out here talking about presidency and this and that and the third and voting. When we got a whole city that is still, running and operating off of bullshit ass water. Like, the water is still fucked up in Flint. We going down the blocks and going down the neighborhoods, and they got big ass, bags and bags full of empty bottles, and for them to still be in high spirits, just still receiving bottled water is fucked up, man. You talking about a country who sends all of this money and all of this aid to different countries, anytime a tragedy hits. But we talking about Flint, and they still without fucking clean water, and nobody's being held accountable for that. That's the thing, like, nobody is being held accountable. We had a fucking governor that's still not being held accountable. But motherfuckers crucified Kwame, when he was in office doing the shit that he did. And I'm not want to speak on what's right or what's wrong, but I feel like the people really, took interest in his wrongdoing and made sure the pressure was constant on that black man. So why is it any different when we talking about this white man and poison, and we talking about actually taking people's lives and affecting people's health? So I just don't understand. I don't get it. I don't even understand why so many people is acting like everything is good and Flint is fucking not. It's not. Flint is not good. So, anybody out there that can do anything for the people in Flint, please do, because the people still need you out there. They still need our help. They still need our input and participation. We actually are going back out to Flint soon. We actually setting up a huge event. We got some holistic doctors, and we got some really good advice, that we're gonna give out to the people to have them understand. Like, look, there are things that you can do when you have lead ink. There are steps that you can take, and there's things that you can do. So we want to start on that process out in Flint. So that'll be the next thing that we do out in Flint, because it's just not like now we just going out there and just like, okay, yeah, we did this, then move on. Now we got to be consistent in our efforts. So we'll be going back out to Flint soon with actual health tips and, getting people to understand the things that they can do to kind of get that lead up out their body. So that's important. I definitely want to thank everybody that was involved, because it took a lot of people, man. This was big. This was not just a New Era Detroit event, man. We had a lot of people that helped out. Shout out to Nagash. My God, I can't say enough good positive things about these brothers and this brand. Nagash, if you don't know about them, you need to right now. They the hottest thing in footwear, hands fucking down. Like, it ain't nobody out here that's doing it like how they doing it, coming out with the crispy brands and designs and just killing them. You know what I mean? Then on top of that, having a good product, and on top of being good people, they give back to the community. They gave us over 75 pairs of shoes to give to the people in Flint, and the people were so excited. Like, we got waters, we got shoes too if you need them. You know what I mean? That's just amazing. So that big up to Nagash. I love them brothers. I support them wholeheartedly. They are the number one, and actually they are the shoe brand of our movement. So we are heavily favored with Nagash. Another thing, I definitely want to send a big up and a big shout out and a thank you to Rasheed Wallace, who donated over 100 book bags for the kids out there in Flint. This is a time to where half the school year is over. Some of those school supplies done got messed up, roughed up, lost, ripped up. How that be. So to send out another shipment of book bags and school supplies, that was huge. So we did that. Big shout out to Sheed. Sheed is another one, man. He a real one, man. He's constantly out in Flint, putting boots on the ground, man. And I got to say, that my brother is a real one. So, much respect to Rasheed Wallace. Also, Dave. Big shout out to Dave, S-Boy. Enjoy Detroit. They were huge in helping us out, man. Dave came in and put in some mad work, man. I got a lot of respect and appreciation for that brother and his movement and the things that they got going on. So, big shout out to Dave over there. Also, big shout out to Sister Jules, who helped. She donated a whole bunch of baby formula. So, we going door to door with baby formula. For those of you who know about baby formula and stuff, some of those things are like $20 a can. So, to give out hundreds of those things, you know what I mean? And Flint, it was huge as well. So that was really big. Shout out to Pastor Kenlock and Triumph Church. You know what I mean? I can't speak, highly enough about Pastor Kenlock. He's an amazing, asset to the community when you talk about giving back. And he's just a really good person to work with. Everything that he do it from the heart, and you can tell, man. So he helped us out tremendously with transportation, getting people up there, getting the band up there. When we talk about the band, I'm talking about the Persian Doughboys. Salute to the Persian Doughboys, man. That's the hardest band in the city of Detroit. And I say the hardest band because they do so much in terms of giving back to the community. These young folks, they get out there with us, man. you know, they brave through the weather. You know, when they actually doing something and giving back, and they don't ask for much, they humble, they respectful, and they super talented. So, you know, shout out to the Persia Dope Boys, man. I got a lot of love for Persia, period, man. What up? Persia on the east side is just, you know, that's where my heart is right now. So I love the Dope Boys, man. I love their energy. Shout out to brother Don over there, man, for holding all that down, man. Much respect, brother. Also, shout out to brother Ray Winans. You know, he actually helped us out too with the vehicles and getting people up to Flint. So big shout out to Ray Winans as well. And you know, I gotta say another one in terms of really being the type of person that come out, man, just like, see, when I talk about real shit, man, and real people, man, I'm talking about the people that, you know, really ain't, in a lot of ways, they don't have to come out and they don't have to do shit, but they come out and do stuff because not only that it's the real shit and the right thing to do, man, but they like see a young G out here, you know, trying and doing as much as we possibly can, and they come out and support, man. That's huge. Like, you know, I'm talking about Big Hurt, you know what I mean? Shout out to Big Hurt. He is just a humble brother, man, from the city of Detroit, man. He a real OG. I mean, he been out here countless of times helping us out in the community, and he's just a phone call away. The brother ain't never told me, no, Hurt, man, you know, we doing X, Y, and Z. You know, can you come out? You know what I mean? Like, absolutely. It's good. Now, if you say no more, he out there all the time, man. Shout out to Uncle Trick too, man. He always come out, dog. Like, Uncle Trick a motherfucker, man. But, you know, he a real OG too, man. So it's just like being able to really be connected to the true OGs out in the city of Detroit and have them come and back and support you, man. That's huge. So big shout out to Trick. Big shout out to Big Hurt. Shout out to Reverend Ride Out. You know, he looked out too, man. Big shout out to that brother. And most importantly, big shout out to the volunteers, the people that helped come out, pass out water, and, you know, pass out book bags and pass out food. We did a lot of that. So, you know, even when we talk about the food, you know, I was going to, you know, my last shout out, which is the biggest shout out to the motherfucking organization. Shout out to New Era Detroit, man. It's like, you know, we got so many people. You know, we get a lot of love, man. We get a lot of support. You know, if we didn't, we wouldn't be up and running as an organization, period. You know, because we run off our people, our juices, our people. So shout out to them, but you know, it'd be a lot of people too, man, that have a lot of shit to say about this organization, man. You got something to say about an organization who's out here putting in the work, doing the work, man, you a fucking hater. You know what I mean? It ain't no in-betweens with that. Anybody that's talking down on New Era Detroit, the organization that's out here for our people. Now, you don't have to agree with everything that you do, man, but the work speaks for itself. The people in this organization speak for itself. We talk about people that get out here and put in work 7 days a week. That shit speak for itself. You know, motherfuckers be talking sideways, this, that, and the third. Heard somebody call us broke. You know, broke, okay. Yeah, we are. You know what I mean? We need funds, we need money. You know what I mean? But the thing that motherfuckers really need to think about is like, okay, if we are a broke organization, you know, what does that say about your ass? You know, what does that say about you? You know what I mean? We a broke organization. We just gave out over 1,000 hot plates in Flint. You know, passed out over 40,000 bottles of water in Flint. You know what I mean? We constantly are in the streets with our Streets is Watching program, watching kids to and from school, with our Tangies Ride, with our cash mobs. I mean, I can go on and on with the programs and the things that we got. So we doing pretty goddamn good for a broke ass organization. So, you know, I don't care about that. You know, I don't care about people talking sideways. You know, motherfuckers want to diss, because these are the same people that when you see them in person, they ain't gonna say shit. They ain't gonna say nothing. You know what I mean? They gonna be quiet. We gotta really understand that, you know, if we truly about black liberation for our people, and don't get it twisted, man, because I think that's where people kind of get me fucked up at. It's like, I'm not like no conscious ass nigga. You know what I mean? Like, don't label me as, oh, I'm in the conscious group and the conscious shit, because that shit, I don't have nothing to do with that shit. I don't have nothing to do with that shit. Yes, am I a black man that got sense and I got an understanding of things? I'll take that, but don't label me as this conscious shit, because that shit right there is just another fucking religion. That shit is just right there. It's just another form of division. So I refuse to label myself and put myself in that box. That's not what the fuck I am. I'm a motherfucker from the west side of Detroit that got the hunger and drive in me because I want to see better for my people, and most importantly, I want to see better for my kids. Don't put no label on that shit. Don't get it twisted. Don't box me in. You know what I mean? That's not who we are. And you know, anybody that got a problem, anybody that really needs to say something, just let's say it. You know what I mean? I'll pull up. You know what I mean? Whatever you know is need to be said, I'll pull up. You know, I open the invitation. I'll pull up. You ain't gotta go to the internet, cause I'll pull up wherever you need me to. I'll pull up, man, and we can handle it like that. But you know, it's too much work to be done. You know what I mean? Like, people be throwing us all this bullshit up, you know, to get you off track, man. You motherfuckers ain't no better than CNN and all the rest of these motherfuckers. You know, putting out information and doing shit to get people's mind off the target, get people's mind off of what we supposed to be out here doing. And that's getting it in, liberating our people. So, you know, this is a new season. We in a new era. So, you know, it's calling for new things, man. And we a new group. You know, we not the typical organization. We don't do things the typical way. You know, we just a group of motherfuckers that got our mind made up that we about to get it in, and we about to do whatever it takes to see progression realistically for our people this time around by any means necessary. Flat. So, you know, big shout out to the organization. I got some of the hardest working people in the nation, you know, in this organization, and my love for my family, for my new era family is so strong, man. It's just like, when I see these people out there and how committed they are, and how dedicated they are, man, that shit drives me, man. It moves me. You know, I'm learning something from everybody in my organization all the time. So I got a lot of love, and I got a lot of appreciation for new era members, because it takes a lot to be a part of this organization, man. It takes a lot to be on the forefront. So, you know, I got a lot of love and respect. Shout out to the sisters. Shout out to the strong sisters in the organization who keep the motherfucking ship rolling, man, and, you know, keep us grounded, and, you know, who keep the energy right, man. We put us on all of this shit, man. So it's just like, you know, just shout out to the sisters, shout out to the brothers. You know, just we got a strong organization. We got a lot of work to do. And we just getting started, you know. Motherfuckers worried about Trump. We don't care about no president. I don't give a fuck about all that shit. You know, ain't no president, all politics, all that shit, man. It's like, we got to understand, and it's been compared, even when you talk about Chinese people, you don't see Chinese people all up in politics and stuff, but they doing extremely well because they taking care of their shit as a group. They taking care of their business as a people. So, you know, they ain't even got to worry about that aspect of the game. You know, we not even taking care of ourselves. So us being able to take care of our shit, get structured, and take the people that's serious. You know, fuck all that all black people shit, man. I'm not with that shit. I understand what the fuck a Sambo is. I get it. I understand that. You know, it's black folks out there that's more harmful than any KKK member that you can ever imagine. Your own people. So, you know, I don't care about all that, all my brother shit. I want the brothers and the sisters that's out here that's for real about moving forward and progression as a people for these babies, because we don't have time for the bullshit. We don't have time for the backstabbing, the Sambos, the Twitter fingers, all of that shit, man. That means nothing. That means nothing. That shit means nothing. So, you know, it's just getting back to it, man. I feel blessed to be in this position right now. I feel blessed, to be called upon, and you know, I feel motivated at this point in time in my life to step up to the plate and deliver. That's my main objective right now, to be able to step up to the plate and deliver. Deliver for my people. And do it in a way to where we not just saying, oh, look at another motherfucker that tried. Look at another group of people that tried. They did this, but we failed again. You know, we can't go back to that position. We can't just be some names in the history book, but motherfuckers are still in the same predicament. We can't be that. We gotta be changed this time. You know, the only way that we gonna be able to do that is if we lock in and be serious about that shit. You know what I mean? And get with the people that's serious about that shit, because you know, you only as good, you know, as the last person. You only as good as your weakest link. And so that's even saying the weakest link gotta be strong. So we just gotta make sure that, you know, we all on the same page. We all, you know, in this for what the true purpose is, and that's for our people to be liberated. So I just want to say much love, appreciation, and you know, thank you. You know what I mean? I humbly say thank you, you know, to my people who get it, and you know, who are really out here and that's ready to step out there and be the change that we've been looking for, and change the world for these babies, because that's what the fuck we about.